let's move on to our next keynote. That's embracing the future of Insurtech, but not as we know it. And that's with Andrew Harrington, Chief Information Officer at Ripe. Andrew, how are you?
Very well, thank you. And you?
Yes, really good, thank you. Thank you very much indeed for joining us this morning. We are running a couple of moments late, so I won't take up any of your valuable time for your presentation, so I'll leave you to the virtual floor.
Excellent, thank you very much. So thank you very much for that warm welcome. So as discussed, I'm here today to talk about the future of Insurtech, but not as you know it today. So just as a quick introduction to you all, so my name is Andrew Harrington. I'm here from Ripe Insurance. So who are we at Ripe? We are an award-winning Insurtech with a unique mix of proprietary tech, industry expertise, and marketing intelligence. We have over 350,000 customers across our portfolio of leisure, lifestyle, and small business products. So our approach has always been about technology first, and we've built our own proprietary platform, built our own products and websites, and have an expert in-house development team, which allows us to be extremely agile in this fast-paced market. Our vision is to use technology and data and know-how to make buying insurance simple, clear, fast, and tailored. Now, you will have no doubt heard dozens of speeches and read 100 of articles on future trends in our industry. So I'm not going to lecture you with things you know to be true or abstract numbers or stats, but start by saying that I believe the changes to come in relation to AI and tech can be summed up in 3 simple words: smarter, faster, better. So let me go into a bit more detail and explain a little bit more what I mean by that. Firstly, working smarter is all about harnessing tech to craft a successful technology strategy. So for me, a successful strategy has 3 critical pillars: careful planning, agile technology, and perhaps most importantly, ensuring the customer is at the center of the approach. Firstly, a plan needs to have a clear objective and very clear timescales. New technology solutions like ChatGPT, AI, or machine learning are great to implement, but are just a distraction unless you have a clear view of what this technology can achieve and the impact it can have on your business. Everyone wants to incorporate ChatGPT, AI, and ML into their technology strategies, but sometimes these initiatives come across as vanity projects, just to prove to the rest of the world that you can have and have implemented this technology. If the plan is to increase your technology estate with new tech, then make sure it has a purpose and a function. If it doesn't, then your vanity project then ends up requiring more unnecessary support from your tech team when they could be spending their time on more productive, value-adding activities. It may sound prosaic, but truly understanding the problem you're trying to solve is fundamental to getting it right. Unexpected challenges should be considered a normal part of any project. A project plan with time incorporated into it to deal with any change requests or alterations to scope is vital. This also helps to ensure that expectations around when projects will be delivered can also be better managed by the project team and stakeholders alike. This, for me, is all about staying agile and being able to adapt to quick changes and be very efficient in that change. It doesn't mean accepting all changes that are presented to the project, just those that genuinely make a material difference to the business. Choose your technology stack wisely and architect your solution carefully. The technology you choose needs to be proven, scalable, and part of a clear roadmap of future delivery, as it ultimately forms the backbone of your long-term business strategy. Continuing to invest in technology to ensure it remains cutting edge must also be a clear part of your overall plan. Many examples have been written over time about poor building design and material impact that this has on people and communities. In a way, the same analogy can also be applied to badly architected technology, as the implications of poorly designed solutions can be costly and lead to major setbacks. As an example, If you want to roll out new product lines quickly, make regular changes to products or pricing, or implement the latest technology into your stack, which we often do, then your designs need to be sufficiently flexible from an architectural point of view. Finally, always focus on the end experience for your target customer. Putting yourself in the shoes of the customer can be the difference between an IT strategy that truly delivers a better experience and one that promises on paper but fails to deliver in real life. The second topic is working faster, and this is all about supercharging your business with technology. Tech will allow for the sector to improve and increase decision-making, harness the power of tech to grow your businesses, and create systems fit for the future. What I mean by this is that it's all about keeping things simple and creating a framework that allows you to scale at pace without having to rebuild from scratch every time you want to release a product. At Ripe, we have developed a scalable platform that uses microservice technology to provide generic functions that can be used across all our products. This means having one solution that's used for all core functions, such as renewals, cancellations, or midterm adjustments, for an example. This provides consistency across the board. This also is a key enabler when it comes to speed to market of new products. Insurance companies must prioritize modernization, robust security, and data-driven decision-making if we are to thrive. Having legacy software at the heart of your technology stack just holds you back in terms of your ability to grow your business. It's costly to manage, risky to support, and hinders growth. And quite frankly, it doesn't really shout Insurtech either. Here at Ripe, our strategy is securely focused on moving forward and developing with the latest and greatest technologies. We're constantly researching and investigating ways where we can deliver faster and more innovatively, so that we are always one step ahead. AI and future tech tools present amazing opportunities to improve an Insurtech's capabilities. It means that taking out insurance has become a much more dynamic experience for consumers. This can be seen very clearly with how our products are presented to customers online, in that no two customer journeys are ever the same. Everybody is different, and so every customer's experience dynamically changes to reflect our consumers' requirements. We know from market research that this is a huge benefit to customers, as it makes people feel as though they have received a very personalized experience. There are real-life examples of innovative technology usage that we've implemented at Ripe, such as eye tracking and biometrics from our websites through to customer behavioral analysis. All of this technology helps us to get to the answers faster and therefore delivers the right change for the customers at pace. Harnessing these new opportunities necessitates the need to continuously stay ahead of the game with internal systems. As previously mentioned, legacy platforms will hold you back. It will prevent you from integrating innovative solutions such as AI-enabled tools at speed. I know this from first-hand experience, as when I first joined Ripe 5 years ago, I identified very quickly that the platforms being used at the time were not scalable and were built on tech that was rapidly becoming out of date. I therefore introduced a program of work to modernize the current estate as much as was possible, alongside developing a newly architected platform that would be more adaptable to the growing and ever more demanding needs of the business and the customer. My third point is about working better and focusing on a customer-centric approach. Technology is meant to be an enabler, both for the people that need to use it in the organization and for those customers that consume it. The focus, therefore, must be on implementing better solutions for people and the products they buy. Better, for me, means stability, consistency, and quality. And our proprietary technology platform and web journeys offer all three, giving a better, more memorable experience. AI tools and innovative technologies allow for a hyper-tailored customer journey, which ultimately provides a unique and personal experience for the customer. The customer journey is one of the most important aspects of Insurtech, and this is down in a large part to the technology used. Flexibility and ease are key to the customer journey, as well as providing a pathway that is personalized to their specific needs. The end customer's experience is so important when it comes to customer satisfaction, and to provide the best experience, your organization will need to fully understand the customer's perspective and what makes a real difference to them. An example of where we have been able to provide a better experience to customers at pace using our flexible technology was the weekend before the first lockdown rules for COVID-19 came into force. Sorry to take us all back to that horrible time. Anyway, we recognised that there was a gap in the market with our Insure for Sport product, and that a large number of our customers would struggle to continue their businesses under the new COVID rules. We quickly updated our policy offering for fitness instructors so that personal training would be covered to be offered virtually under a full range of services, and this would help them to survive during the lockdown period. It meant we were one of the only insurance providers offering cover to protect policyholders under the new lockdown rules, which further cemented our responsiveness and our reputation within the fitness community. So, in conclusion, being successful in the industry is about staying ahead in the Insurtech landscape. Insurtech companies should look to embrace technological advancements, invest in upgraded systems, and adapt to stay competitive in the fast-paced Insurtech sector. In this way, the sector can indeed become smarter, faster, and better. Thank you very much.
Andrew, thank you very much indeed. A couple of quick questions if I can.
Yep.
You've covered an awful lot of ground very, very quickly there. But for you, can you give me any examples that you've seen that Ripe's actually employed to navigate and leverage the Insurtech landscape successfully, because there has been so much change in such a short space of time?
Yeah, so we've certainly been using some of the latest technologies to help us sort of make dynamic questions and pricing when we go through the pricing journey with a customer. As I mentioned in my speech, a lot of what we do is around tailoring that approach and using that behavioral analysis to understand and the answers from the questions as to how best to shape that journey for a customer. So we're using the experience that we see from customers, we're using market research, and we're using technology to change in real time the question set and the pricing and the way in which we present our journey to those customers. So that for us has created a huge success in terms of getting customer satisfaction, getting better feedback from customers, and ultimately winning more business.
And if you could get your crystal ball out for a moment in terms of challenges in the future, it's the billion-dollar question, isn't it? You know, what do you see those big challenges being in the future, both for the business and for your customers, I suppose, when operating in this landscape?
Yeah, it's a really good question. It's a very hot topic, I think, in the market at the moment. So, I mean, the big question is, where do we go with ChatGPT? Where do we go with AI technology? And I think that the big noise that you tend to hear quite a lot is that all this new technology is potentially going to take away people's jobs. It's going to, change the way in which people work. I don't see it that way. I really don't. I think the way in which we're going to navigate around this, and we're going to introduce this technology into our business, is to use this to sort of identify how we can fulfill and deliver on some of those low complexity tasks that generally tend to be performed by people. Now, once those low complexity tasks are being replaced by ChatGPT, AI, and some of that machine learning technology, it gives people the ability to step up. And it then rises up people's ability to sort of be able to take on more, I guess, value-adding and more challenging tasks within the business. So I don't see this having a huge threat in terms of the workforce, in terms of the business. I see this as a massive opportunity for businesses to lift the whole entire workforce. So that's one of the challenges I think that's coming up. And for us, I think we're fully embracing that. We want to try and understand how we best adapt this technology for our business. And again, ultimately putting the customer in the driving seat of that, making sure that the customer is getting the best experience out of that journey.
And my last question, it refers to a bit of your keynote, which I particularly enjoyed, because I thought it was very refreshing how you were looking at AI and saying, well, is this just a nice new toy? Is it just because we can do it? Is this actually valuable? In terms of advice from your experience, how do you go about analysing whether the implementation of that technology is genuinely for the benefit of the customer and the business, or whether it's just an advance for the sake of advancement?
I think you've got to use a couple of things there. You've got to look at market research, and you've got to understand how customers adapt and use this technology. Because I think many customers use it in many different ways, and there's many different experiences out there in the marketplace, some of which can, I guess, hide and create perhaps negative experience that some customers may have. What we tend to do is we tend to use customers, and we tend to use their feedback, and we use workshops where we can sort of implement some of this technology so that we can show them how it can change the way in which they interact with us as a business. That's the way to navigate through that. I think the second thing is also to look at what return on investment you are going to get. Again, my point about technology sometimes being implemented purely for the sake of technology's sake, not necessarily the right thing to do. If it doesn't give you a return on investment, it's not the right thing to do. You've got to couple those two things together with the customer experience, the customer outcomes, as well as making sure you can get a return on investment. I think those are the two key things that's going to help people drive forwards.
Very sage advice, and I'd expect nothing less. Andrew, thank you ever so much indeed for your time. Really enjoyed your company. Thanks for joining us here at Insurtech Live.
Wonderful. Thank you very much.
Thank you.